What could the kinky world of S&M possibly have to do with corporate America? Well, more than you might think. According to the corporate dominatrix, 6 roles to play to get your way at work. Publishing and marketing veteran Lisa Robyn is the author of this empowering new book, which is sure to whip up controversy in America's cubicles. Welcome. Lisa, you certainly got our attention.
Well, I'm nothing if not a provocateur.
That's right. You're a pro marketer. How'd you come up with this analogy?
Well, actually, a couple years ago, a male boss of mine said my work life would be easier if I understood and appreciated the notion of surrender. So I thought, well, that's kind of curious. Does he say that to women and men equally? And a week later, another male colleague called me a dominatrix. And I thought, well, that's really interesting, this whole dynamic of dominance and submission. So I started to research what professional dominatrixes do, since they're in the business of dominance and submission. And I thought there's a lot business women could learn from them.
Interesting. Okay, so you say you narrow it down to 6 mistress roles. Let's go through some of them. The Amazon. Who's an example of this?
The Amazon is the warrior. Think of Xena, warrior princess, when you think of the Amazon. She wages war when diplomacy fails. She uses coercive power. She uses force when necessary. So a good example would be Carly Fiorina. When she was negotiating merging HP and Compaq, she was absolutely in Amazon mode.
Yes, she had to go to battle. Okay.
Absolutely.
Another one, the Queen. Give me an example of that.
The Queen is an empire builder. It's all about territory, building your queendom. And an example of a queen would be Martha Stewart or even Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, another one is the Goddess.
Well, Oprah Winfrey has elements of the Goddess, actually.
Yeah.
The Goddess is the high priestess. She's very zen, inner-directed.
That doesn't sound very dominating.
Well, it could be dominating when you need to kind of stay centered and be composed. When chaos is all around you, that definitely takes dominance.
Okay, the last one real quick, the Governess.
The Governess,
not the Governator.
The Governess is a multitask mistress. A good example would be Nancy Pelosi, because she keeps her house in order.
Okay, so how can business women be dominating without being domineering? Because in some instances, these sound like really obnoxious, controlling women.
Well, I think the trick is being firm and direct when you need to be, but also being flexible and compliant when you need to be. So you have to be switchable. You have to be able to turn on a dime. And that's where role-playing really, really is important.
Speaking of flexible, you write about one incident where you had a colleague on his knees.
Actually,
what happened?
This was a colleague who used to he withheld information, and it drove me crazy. And I actually publicly humiliated him in a meeting when he did that, and he just dropped to his knees.
All right, Lisa, you know, I've got your book. I'm going to buy a riding crop on the way home. We'll see how work goes tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Use it with pride.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.